We've got a huge video game site essentially doubling down on when GTA 6 is going to be releasing, Grand Theft Auto 6 being removed from a key category, and more trailer countdowns are starting to appear. We'll be diving into all of that in this video today and a whole lot more. So I want to begin with this. There was this very interesting tweet that's kind of gone viral from IGN. I'm sure you guys know who IGN is. They have an extremely massive following. I mean, just on Twitter alone, 8.8 million followers. They put out this tweet: Take-Two Interactive plans to release 40-plus console/PC games over the next 2 years, including GTA 6 and BioShock 4. So essentially, they're doubling down and saying GTA 6 is going to come out within the next 2 years. Now, if we actually take a look at what they wrote in that article, which I'll leave a link to in the description, they said this: Grand Theft Auto 6. The biggest franchise in Take-Two's stable is getting another proper entry with Grand Theft Auto 6. Rockstar confirmed in early 2022. While Rockstar just made the confirmation this year, we first heard GTA 6 was in development back in 2020, though the project has likely been in the works to some degree since the release of Red Dead Redemption 2 in 2018, if not Grand Theft Auto 5 in 2013. As a part of the announcement, Rockstar said active development is well underway, and a release window for GTA 6 has not been announced, though multiple sources suggest Rockstar is targeting 2024 through 2025. Notably, GTA 6 will be the series' first game since GTA 1 without Dan Houser. The Rockstar co-founder and longtime series writer left the studio in 2020. His brother and co-founder Sam Houser remains with Rockstar. So they are essentially doubling down and saying that it's going to be 2024, 2025, potentially, before we end up seeing GTA 6 released. And this is honestly not that big of a shock as far as the release window goes. I mean, we just got the official confirmation that it's in development earlier on this year, back in February. We still have to get the name of the game, the logo, the location, the characters, the features, everything about it. We still have to get through all that. Then take into account the behind-the-scenes stuff, like developing the game and delays and releasing it when it aligns with various console strategies, because it's probably going to come out on the consoles first. So there's a lot of things here that you have to keep in mind before you can just say, all right, this is going to be the date. But again, you've got IGN sort of doubling down on when they believe it's going to be coming out, which they are again saying that it's going to be 2024, 2025, around that. Now, moving on, one of the other things we talked about over the last couple of days and weeks on the popular video streaming website twitch.tv, there was actually a section where you could actually look up Grand Theft Auto 6. And a lot of people were like, whoa, does Twitch know something we don't? Are they planning something that we're not aware of? Is Rockstar Games working with Twitch? Is it going to be coming out soon so that they have a section ready to go when this thing is about to launch so that players can go ahead and stream the game? That's kind of what we were wondering. It also came with an image that looked like this, and a lot of people thought that this was the official logo. This, I can assure you, is not the official logo. It's just the Grand Theft Auto 4 logo that's been reversed, and then it's like a stock image of some palm trees. Now, speaking of Grand Theft Auto 4, we kind of have a fun little note today that on this day 14 years ago, GTA 4 was released. I know that has absolutely nothing to do with Grand Theft Auto 6, but it's just funny. 14 years later, we're talking about when Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be coming out, and that was when GTA 4 ended up releasing for the very first time.
Now, before we discuss all of the incredible improvements that are expected to be made to the graphics of GTA 6, it is first worth discussing how video games operate and what makes the graphics run behind the scenes. Now, in a simplified manner, the way the games run is they have a graphics engine that pretty much powers all of the graphics that are running through the game. What the graphics engine does is it takes a ton of inputs and it outputs a perfect picture that the developer wants. Everything ranging from color calibration to the animation style and everything in between, all of that stuff is encoded into the graphics engine, which makes it extremely important and the backbone of any game, especially in the GTA series, because these games are incredibly graphically intensive. Now, in GTA 5, Rockstar of course made some major improvements to the graphics of the game compared to GTA 4, and they updated the graphics engine twice, both for the PS4 and Xbox One upgrade, and then again recently for the GTA 5 expanded and enhanced upgrade, which released recently. Now technically, Rockstar is still running on the same version of their graphics engine that they released back in 2013, however it has been upgraded slightly over the years, which is why the game does look better than what it was when it first released. Now the name of the graphics engine that Rockstar uses is known as Rage, and what Rage stands for is Rockstar Advanced Game Engine. Now, as you can probably expect, Rockstar Advanced Game Engine is of course a proprietary game engine that Rockstar develops in-house. A lot of big developers, including Rockstar, Ubisoft, EA, and others, have graphics engines that are built internally because that allows them to have much more customization over how their games look. Now, 2 days ago, Chris Kipple, which is an industry insider that has been correct with many leaks in the past surrounding the GTA series and other games in general, posted a very interesting tweet talking about the next generation of the Rage game engine, which is codenamed Rage 9. Now, according to Chris, he was able to get, quote, very positive feedback on the new Rage game engine that Rockstar has been working on. He also says that we should expect it to be, quote, quite incredible, and he also says that we really shouldn't be disappointed at this point in time. And finally, he says that we are talking about a game engine ahead of its time. Now, these are all very positive things to say about the next generation of the Rage game engine. Of course, this is extremely important for GTA 6 to really take advantage of the console powers of the PS5 and Xbox Series X. And just like GTA 5 looked absolutely ahead of its time when it released all the way back in 2013 and still looks great now in 2022, I believe the same thing is going to happen with GTA 6, where it is going to look leaps and bounds better than any other game out there. And it's really good to see that Rockstar has been working on Rage 9, which means that the graphics in the game are going to look absolutely amazing. Everything ranging from draw distances, lighting, textures, and just overall gameplay are going to look much better than they are with GTA 5, even in expanded and enhanced. This is going to be a totally new game engine, which Rockstar has allegedly been working on for quite a while now. Now, you may be wondering, why can't Rockstar just update GTA 5 with the latest version of the Rage game engine and that's it? Now, it's actually easier said than done because updating a game's game engine is actually a really big process. Rockstar has done some big upgrades to the current version of the Rage game engine in GTA 5 over the years, and most recently with expanded and enhanced, but it is going to be an absolute tedious process to re-engineer the entire game with a new game engine, and instead it is likely going to be easier to just release GTA 6 and not worry about updating GTA 5.
Rockstar announced a couple months back that the development for GTA 6 is well underway. Now, the GTA fanbase was understandably very excited to hear this, and recently we have gotten some info from Rockstar insiders that gives us some perspective on how big GTA 6 actually is. Now, Rockstar insider Chris Liberty recently tweeted saying that the game was officially confirmed on February 4, 2022 by Rockstar. From there, anything is possible. The GTA license will celebrate its 25th anniversary in October. I think it might be a good time to have a little something, but honestly, I don't know when Rockstar plans. So Chris is saying that since the development for GTA 6 has been announced on February 4th, anything is really possible. And since the 25th anniversary for the GTA license is in October, he believes that there might be a little something planned, but still isn't sure if Rockstar has planned anything yet. Now, Chris also goes on to tweet again saying, obviously the new version of the graphics engine of Rockstar Games Rage 9, which will be used for GTA 6, is likely to be quite incredible. I was able able to get very positive feedback. We really shouldn't be disappointed on this point. We are talking about an engine ahead of its time. Now, this tweet in particular is very important. Chris Liberty is saying that the new graphic engine made by Rockstar Games for GTA 6, named Rage 9, is quite incredible. He also says that he has gotten some good feedback on the engine and that there isn't really anything to be disappointed about because the engine is ahead of its time. Now, this is the first GTA 6 related news in a long time that has actually gotten me excited about the game because it seems like the long wait for the game has been worthwhile because of the amazing graphical enhancements that we will be getting from Rockstar Games. Chris also goes on to say, I don't want to go too far because I only had echoes and I couldn't see it with my eyes, but apparently the goal is to outperform the Unreal Engine. They are capable of it. We will see if they can do it. Now, this is the last tweet that I have from Chris, and he is saying that none of what he is saying he has actually seen with his own eyes. He has only heard from other people, but what he says is that the goal from Rockstar apparently is to outperform the Unreal Engine, and they are capable of doing it, but we still have to see if Rockstar can do it. Now, if we take everything that Chris had to say, it explains why it has taken Rockstar Games this long to release GTA 6, because apparently the graphics are out of this world. Now, let's move on to a post made by Rockstar Games insider TezFunds2, and he says, heard from reliable friends months ago that the deadline was holiday 2023, release October to December, but can always slip into early 2024. Of course, that's months old information. Could have changed by now. You should go with the expectation that it will be delayed just in case. The development shall ramp up this year once Rockstar is done with E&D. The Nexxt title always kept being mentioned last year in terms of up-and-coming projects, so most of Rockstar's likely shifted into working on GTA 6. Now, if we take what Chris Liberty had to say and what TezFunds had to say, we can understand why it has taken Rockstar Games this long to release GTA 6, because Rockstar Games most likely wanted to take advantage of their game engine to make it look as good as possible. Also, the release date for GTA 6 is most likely late 2023 or early 2024 from the info that has been given to us by TezFunds. Now, remember that all this info is speculation, because if true, Rockstar would be the ones telling us about this themselves. But still, I want to hear what you guys think.